Hello and welcome to this army showcase video of the Saracen forces that Mel's been working on through February for our Lion Rampant project. The force you see in front of you is around 48 to 50 points, and as you will see there was two commanders. That allows us to break this force down into two 24-point forces if we wanted to play a multiplayer game. So without further ado, let's get into it and let's take a look at the army. So starting off then, we have 3 units of light cavalry horse archers. All the miniatures throughout this showcase are from the Gripping Beast miniatures range, and most of them are plastic box sets, apart from the commanders and a couple of banner bearers which are from their metal range. The paints used for this was the Duncan Rhodes Painting Academy's Two Thin Coats paint range, and as you can see, the very vibrant colours and that used on these really do stand out. So we're just taking a look at this one here, and as you can see, all the horses were done all at the same time, so they're all airbrushed, then washed down, and then picked out various tones on them and then highlighted up. Again, the colours go on are very, very vibrant, and sort of looking into, I know she was looking into the colours and dyes and around the time, and she wanted it really to stand out, and I think she's really hit the nail on the head with the colours and that used. Mel likes painting, as I said before in previous videos, Mel likes painting fantasy miniatures, and you can sort of see how she's used those skills and techniques. She likes painting on those miniatures, have certainly come through on this whole army. I think 3 units of these light cavalry roaming around the battlefield are certainly going to cause a lot of mischief and a lot of things for the Crusaders and that to think about to deal with in the scenarios that we come to play. The next up then, we have 2 units of heavy cavalry, and as you can see, each unit at the moment has 7 figures in each unit. The banner bearers are the metal miniatures I spoke about earlier, but the reason for the 7 miniatures is playing games of Lion Rampant, one of the figures will come out as there's only a unit of 6 on the tabletop for playing Lion Rampant. But if we wanted to play a game, say, of like Soldiers of God, where you have sort of 2, 3, 4 bases in a unit, then one of these figures will go into the other regiment to make a base of 3, or a unit of 3 bases, or a unit of 4. So you can see there on the screen there is just one of them. Like I said before, all the horses were done all at the same time, so again you keep that consistency in the painting going through. And the colour palette used was the same throughout the whole of the army. So again, keeping that consistency and also all of that vibrancy. So here's one of the banner bearers that I spoke about. This is from their metal range. All the shield transfers and banners are from the Little Big Men Studios. Brilliant. They go on really well, and they're so well detailed, and they do make the figures stand out. Yeah, so 2 units of heavy cavalry. So next up on screen, we have 3 units of infantry, 2 light spearmen units and 1 archer unit. Again, these are great for bolstering out the army and going to capture and holding objectives. Let's just take a look at one of the archer miniatures here. This red went on really well, straight on top of a Wraithbone undercoat, washed down with an Agrax Earthshade, and then re-picked out with the colour, and then with a final sort of picked out little fine points of highlight throughout the miniature. And that is the same throughout the rest of the army. As you can see, again, goes on really well. The pigments in the Two Thin Coats paint range are very, very good. We were talking to Mel throughout the project, and we were sort of saying that now as the project was growing, the same as the Crusaders, we were sort of talking, what else are we going to add to this army? Where are we going to take it? I mean, we're already sort of coming up with ideas that which we might do, and first of all, get some games under our belt. Again, full of character. I mean, I love this guy, and again, the facial expression on this particular miniature is really, really cool. And that's the spearmen and the archer units. So up on screen next, we have 2 units of infantry, 1 6-figure skirmisher unit in front, and behind those a 12-figure warrior unit. Mel decided for the skirmishers she wanted to paint them up with a more sort of base linen colours. So she decided to use 3 different tones, and with various sort of triad colours whilst painting those up. I don't know if it comes out that well on camera, and as we're looking through these, but as I say, there is 3 different distinctive tones. Obviously this one is quite different from the last one, but in the flesh that you'll be able to see it, and I think it works quite well. And again, on the table they will stand out as something different, not only just being a 6-figure skirmish unit, but having the different contrast of colours from the other units. And moving on now to the 12-figure warrior unit. Now Mel decided with these guys that she wanted the theme of the colours that she's used throughout the rest of the army to continue with this unit, but she still wanted them to represent something different on the tabletop, being that warrior class, so she decided to use the teardrop style shields on these, and they look really, really cool. And again, with that vibrancy of colour and that, and the different sort of shield pattern and from the LBM Studio shield designs, they look really, really nice. And I can just imagine these guys charging across the tabletop into my sergeants and having a good dust up on the tabletop in one of our scenarios. And now we're moving on to the commanders of the army. Now these guys are really, really cool. All metal miniatures from the Gripping Beast miniatures range. But I want to start off with the Holy Man here on screen now. I love the way the colours and that, well, first of all I like the miniature, I love the pose of the miniature and that, it's really, really cool. But the way that Mel's used the different colours and that in the yellows, the blues and the whites, and how it all contrasts together, it's really, really nice. I'm really impressed with it. It's very, again, keeping in the theme of the army, but very, very vibrant. He attaches to a unit, and I say it's going to look really, really cool on the table, giving some buffs to a unit he's attached to. You may remember this from the last video, and we hadn't finished basing them all up and that, but now we've varnished them all up, put all the tufts and that on them, and it looks really, really cool. Again, 2 army commanders and that in here, so we can break the force down to play 4-player games. And like I said in the previous video, we can play map-based campaigns with 24-point forces, gaining experience, etc., going around on a map-based campaign. So 4 little forces dotted around onto a map. And here we have the Saladin model from Gripping Beast, but again, just painted them up in the period that we're doing, from the 1120s to the 1140s. He's just a normal Saracen commander and that. But yeah, really, really cool. Once again, with all the tufts and that on them, really, really nice. LBM Studios banners, as I've said previously, but really, really cool. And like I said, right from the word go, all the horses and that were painted at the same time. Gets the bulk of that work out of the way, because neither of us like painting up horses, so gets them all done. But it's a really nice model, a lot of character, a lot of animation and that in these heroes, and again look really good on the table, massed together with this force. And there you have it, guys. That is our Lion Rampant Saracen Army. We hope you've enjoyed seeing this showcase, and if you have, smash that like button and let us know what you like about this whole army in the comments below. We'd like to thank all of our subscribers, our new subscribers and all our continuing subscribers to the channel and viewers of our videos for all your support that you've shown us along the way. We really do appreciate it. And until next time, guys, please stay safe. Happy wargaming.